These homes have been built using Thinjoint blockwork, a modern build system that utilises an innovative block, mortar and mesh combination, offering increased strength, improved thermal performance and quicker construction times. A typical Thinjoint home can be built in 5 to 6 days, rather than the standard 3 to 4 weeks using a traditional build method. The benefits of using Thinjoint construction are far-reaching and, above all, allow users to meet and exceed building regs compliance. All products can be supplied through Thinjoint technology. The following shows you how to get the most from using our Thinjoint system. Clan thinset mortar should be mixed in a clean bucket with around 6 litres of clean water. Always add the powder to the water and mix with a mechanical whisk until a smooth consistency is achieved. Allow to stand for a couple of minutes before using. At this point, a small amount of additional water may be required. If so, add and mix in to suit the personal preference of the block layer. The foundations are completed in the normal way up to DPC. A base course is laid on a conventional bed of sand and cement mortar. The perp joints are formed using clan thinset mortar. Take time on the base course to make sure it is level and plumb. Once mixed, thinset mortar will remain workable for around 4 hours. If the mortar becomes too stiff to use, do not add any more water. Simply re-whisk the mortar, which will agitate the polymers, and the mortar will become workable again. Vertical joints need to be accurately cut to ensure a good bond. Best results are achieved when a saw designed to cut aircrete block is used, such as a Lismac bandsaw or mobile application circular saw. Clan mesh is used to distribute any stresses which may build up within the wall. It is generally placed in the spandrel panels above and below openings and alternate courses, depending on the design of the building, but should always be continuous around openings. Clan mesh can be used in conjunction with movement ties. The Clan HSM 200 movement tie has a small bellows piece, which allows for any movement within the wall. Movement ties are spaced at no more than 300 mm vertical centre, as one tie should be used in a 100 mm block, and if using either 190 mm or 215 mm wide solid block, 2 HSM 200 movement ties should be used. The joint should be filled as directed. Walls built perpendicular to each other can be toothed in or tied together. If the walls are to be tied, then the Clan crosswall tie HCW 150 should be used. Lay the tie onto the bed course and use a nylon nail to fix into the block. If the block is 7 or 10 Newton, then the nylon nail will not work properly, and it is best to use 60 mm dry fix fixing. In some cases, a movement joint is designed between a concrete or steel column and a new run of blockwork. In this case, a Clan abutment tie should be used. The upstand of the tie is fixed into place with the appropriate fixing, and a 10 mm gap is left to take the bellows section of the tie. The joint should be filled as directed. Separating party walls can be tied together with a purpose-made PWT cavity wall tie. This is an approved tie with robust details EWM13. When building a cavity wall with a Thinjoint inner leaf, the cavity wall ties are surface fixed to the inner leaf. The inner leaf is constructed, the floors and roof are installed, and then the outer leaf can be built independently. The Clan helical ties are hammer fixed into the inner leaf with the aid of a hand support tool. As an alternative to the hand support tool, an SDS support tool can be used with an SDS drill. With similar characteristics to traditional blockwork construction, skilled bricklayers will need minimal training to adapt to this system. As a market leader in the product supply and development of Thinjoint construction, we can help you with all your product, training and general support needs. For further information on Thinjoint technology, please log on to our website www.thinjoint.com.